Hello YouTube, welcome to the garage. I'm just finishing up on this Honda Trike project I've been working on, and I'm going to return it to the owner today. But there's a couple of things I learned during this project that I wanted to share with you that might help out other Trike owners that run into this same issue. The first thing I want to address is the drums on this thing. I found new old stock drums for the Lehman Monarch conversion from Trike Zone in Canada. They had 4 of them at the time. I bought 2 of them. And if you saw the video where I had to true up the drums because even though they're brand new, they were not round. I had to machine them to make them nice and smooth and even. And when I went to put them on, this has the Ford rear differential, small Ford rear differential in it, and the studs are 1/2 inch. Okay. But when I went to put the drums on, the threaded part of the stud went through the hole, but when the shank that is actually pressed through the flange on the axle is actually larger. I measured it, it's 14 millimeter as opposed to 1/2 inch, which is just a little over 12 millimeters for 1/2 inch. But the shank was 14 millimeter and not 9/16. It is actually exactly 14 millimeter. So I had to drill those holes out to 14 millimeter, and they slip over the shank on that stud really well. Nice snug fit, but slip on real easy. If you were to use the 9/16 bit, there would be a little bit of play in the drum, and you don't want that. So even though it is a 1/2 inch stud, the shank is 14 millimeter, and make sure if it won't fit, you drill the hole out to 14 millimeter. Alright, that's the first thing. Now the second thing is the rear drum brakes. In order to understand the problem that I came across, you have to understand how the brakes work on this when it came from the factory as a 2-wheel motorcycle. The braking system is actually very complex on these. There's 2 rotors and calipers up front, and from the factory there's 1 rotor and caliper in the back. Each caliper are 3-piston design, and they actually work synergistically with the front and rear brakes. It's a very complicated system how it works, and you have to bleed it in a very specific order, which I will, as I said, I will put below. But the system operates on 3 disc brake calipers. Alright, well, this has got, like I said, a Ford rear differential in it, and it's got drum brakes. Alright, and the thing of it is, when they did the conversion, whenever they designed the conversion, and what they do is obviously remove the rear swing arm wheel and brake assembly, and then when they attach the conversion part, when they tap into the brake system, they just use the single hose that was going towards the back, and that's what they attach the brake lines to that go to the 2 respective wheel cylinders. Alright, herein lies the problem. They used the stock master cylinder from the rear brake caliper on drum brakes, and they are considerably different. You see, with a caliper system, whenever you apply the brakes, there is very, very little fluid transfer. Just the pressure increases, and it squeezes the pads against the rotor and stops the vehicle. And then when you release it, there's the pistons do not retract back into the caliper. They stay extended right where they were. It's just the pressure is released, and the pads ride on the rotor with no problems. Okay, with a drum brake system, with the shoes actually do retract. Okay, so there's a little airspace between the shoe and the drum. But you see, with a master cylinder for a brake caliper, the master cylinder does not have the stroke volume in order to extend the 2 pistons in the wheel cylinder so the shoe contacts the drum plus enough fluid to apply pressure to stop it. It's not designed like that. This just increases the pressure inside the caliper. With a drum brake system, you need to have enough fluid transfer to actually extend the shoes against the drum and then apply pressure. So what you get when you have a system where you have a caliper master cylinder operating drum brakes is what, let me show you. The first time you push the pedal down, it'll go down nice and hard and firm like it's supposed to, but there was quite a bit of travel. But if you let up on it and push again, look, the pedal stops higher because it was able to get another gulp of fluid and be able to actually apply pressure. So normally when you see that, it means the drum brakes are not adjusted properly. Well, I have these rear drum brakes adjusted as tight as I possibly can without causing problems of overheating. And it still has this issue. And it's because this master cylinder is designed to engage a caliper, not drum brakes, let alone two of them, both sides. So what you get in the first press of the pedal, even though the shoes are adjusted correctly, is a long pedal travel, and the second pump you get a higher pedal, still just as hard as the first time, but higher. And in order to address that with this complicated system, a small outfit like Lehman's was, or any Trike manufacturer that makes any kind of conversion for any motorcycle, doesn't matter what brand it is, if they are using a caliper master cylinder with a brake drum setup that was originally had a caliper, you're going to have this. All right, and it would take redesigning the entire brake system to fix that, and no small outfit is going to have the financial wherewithal to do that. So basically, if you have again, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be a Honda and it doesn't have to be a Lehman conversion, but any kind of motorcycle with a conversion on it, and you have the drum brakes, you are going to run into this situation because, like I said, nobody's going to be able to afford to redesign the entire system to make it work. I guess that's just kind of a quirk of Trike conversions, but I wanted to point it out that that exists, because if you keep trying to adjust it so the pedal is like it is on an automobile, if you have the drum brakes adjusted properly, one press of the pedal stops high, and it is a nice hard stiff feel to it. But if, again, in an automobile, if you have to push on a brake and the pedal goes way low, then you pump it again and it comes up. And sometimes I've been in vehicles where you had to do it three times to get the pedal all the way up, that the drum brakes were so far out of adjustment, and that's all it was. So it's not an exact thing with a motorcycle versus car, but it's kind of the same idea. Obviously the car is designed for drum brakes with the correct master cylinder that moves enough fluid. It's just if you don't have them adjusted, it's not going to work right. Once you get them adjusted, it will. But on this, no matter how much you adjust it, you are going to have basically a two pump to a high pedal scenario, and that's normal under these circumstances. So I didn't want anybody to tighten the brakes up to the point where they start getting hot, catching on fire, locking up, whatever. And I kind of wanted to bring that to your attention, and I think that's about all I needed to say. Again, I will put a detailed description in the description box, and I'm going to deliver this to the customer. So you know the deal. Like and subscribe. It stops okay. Let's see how the honk does.